This is an article on damage done to a Mini N12, that's the Cooper, a 2008, by a set of Bosch spark plugs fitted in December 2019. As you can see, the Bosch plug is the ZQR8Si302 and the batch or cell group is 955. All the plugs were the same batch group, and 3 of the 4 plugs fitted by a company in St Ives in Cambridgeshire, England. 3 of those plugs were actually faulty, mechanically faulty, and I'll show you what that means. This is the worst one. This is the one that did the damage to the car. Can you see that going up and down? That was fitted, brand new, shiny, with that damage, right? With that manufacturing fault. And I'll show you in a minute 2 more. So that was in cylinder 3, and it had 2 other plugs in cylinder 1 and 2, which instead of being going up and down, which ultimately this plug disintegrated, and I'll show you that. You know, they would like this. I can show you those in a minute. But in terms of what does that do to a car, well, if you lose the end of it, the tip, and I found the other bit of the plug in the catalytic converter when I took it off. Yeah, it's missing. If that goes missing, the reality is you'll end up potentially with something like this, scoring to your bore. Now this bore has been deglazed, so I can see them, you know, the degree of damage. In terms of what does that do to compression, well, on the good bores, cylinders 1, 2 and 4, PSI was 200. On this one the PSI was 175. So, you know, they were all good. This was, although it's a high mileage engine, the engine was a good engine. You could say it's sort of wrecked now, really. I've got to make a decision what to do next. But that's what happens when someone puts faulty plugs in your engine. Now, what I would recommend people do, these were fitted in December 2019, at the end of December 2019. The damage was done to the car in May 2020. Still in dispute with both the supplier that's based in Huntingdon and the company that put the plugs in, based in St Ives. But Bosch would like the plugs back until I can resolve the dispute over the plugs and the fact that they fitted them. I don't have a route back into the warranty process, but for everyone else, check those plugs. If you've got Bosch plugs in, check them, because if I've got 3 in one car damaged, then, you know, from manufacturer, this is not, you know, gone wrong because it was excessive use, fuel issues, ignition issues. These plugs were put in faulty. Now, obviously, the person didn't put them in on purpose faulty, but all the same, they did so. They didn't check. They just took the plugs out of the box that they come in and just put them in. Didn't do any sort of check. And my guess is no one else does. You can see this was one of the plugs. Look at that. It doesn't go up and down, but it goes left to right. That was one of the plugs. And here's the other plug. Yeah, how do you hit? What's the odds of getting 3 faulty? Can you see that rotating? What's the odds of getting 3 faulty Bosch plugs? Very low. I mean, we're talking lottery numbers here. Yeah, even getting 1 faulty is in the, you know, measured in the millions. So to get 3, one engine means that was a batch that's faulty, and all of these plugs are this code with this batch number, and I replaced the plug double 3 initially until I took the car off the road, and the batch code that I got for the replacement was 038. So this number changes. It's a cell number. I'm guessing it's probably the machine that puts them together. I haven't been able to find that detail out, to be honest. But for everyone who's got Bosch plugs in the car, you know, check them. Because if it's doing that, if it's, you know, just look at the batch. You see that batch number? You know, be aware, be worried. Because if it's doing that, then chances are at some point the tip will come out, because it, you know, it's ceramic, it's brittle. Tip will come out, and then bang. That's what will happen to your engine. Alright? Yeah, be warned. Take some advice. Check your car. Thank you.